All right. So we about to get into this drunk ass cop in Montana, and he about to fuck around and find out what happens when you show up
Montana
to.
police officer.
That sounded horrible. I'm faded. I'm fried. But he about to find out what happens when you show up to a call drunk and fucked up.
They're arresting a man for failing to ID with no actual crime existing. I called the department and a sergeant essentially told me, you if you don't.
So basically, this guy just wanted to show up somewhere and fuck with somebody. He was just bored. He was already drunk enough. He was just drunk and bored. Yeah, it's a cop. Felt some power.
Like what we do, sue the taxpayer. It's been my experience after years of doing this that when there's a department with such blatant disregard for law and order, there's usually a lot more going on. The following day, somebody sent me this video showing that Billings, Montana police, as well as other departments in the area, have been getting away with committing blatant crimes on and off of the clock for a long time. This video, Billings, Montana,
Oh shit, what I do?
police off and off of the clock for a long time. This
Nah, that's wild. That's wild right there. Like, yo, what would, damn, what happened? I forgot. The power had went out. Forgot to turn that shit on. I'm fried, bro. Shit was just, I was just in a good mood. I was in a good mood. But nah, that's fucked up. Why you kicking people's shit, bro?
This video shows a Billings police officer and a Yellowstone County sheriff's deputy picking fights with people outside of a bar. They stand in the middle of a parking lot and yell at people and kick their cars as
And that's crazy. They in plain clothes and they just fucking with people. And if the people was to come with them and fuck with them back, they'll be like, oh, we cops, we cops. Or if they try to shoot them and shit, they'll try to act like they justified because, the other person came as an aggressor because, they fucking with they shit. That's some fucked up shit.
they go by. Then, when one person stopped to mouth back off to them, they beat the shit out of him.
Bro. Beating the shit out of somebody for confronting you for fucking with they shit. And knowing and acting like they can't fuck with you back. Diabolical. The guy that could be heard saying, "Get the fuck out the way," an unknown voice replies, "Really? Or what? Or what?" Officer Frank then needs the driver's side door. Damn! Surprised I read that fast. Come on, man. My slow ass read this shit already. Oh, it's close. This man over here, like, bro, like, y'all ready to start fights with people. Look how shit quick, like, look how fast stuff escalate. Yo, that's how you should know you fucking with cops when they say some shit like that. Don't fucking pull a gun, you fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro, you should know you dealing with cops right then and there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they had every right to pull a gun. You got three motherfuckers fucking around with you pulling fights. If you trying to get home and go home and shit, you got three drunk, belligerent, big motherfuckers. Yo, the passenger said, passenger shiesty. That nigga said, let me get the fuck up out of here. Nigga said his gun's getting pulled and shit. He said, I don't got no time to be a part of this shit. And then you hear these motherfuckers say, oh, we got guns too. I got a gun too. They do not need to have guns picking fights with people and then being belligerent. That's irresponsible. I hope all these motherfuckers get fired and held accountable. Hey, yeah. My boy got a lick off, punched that nigga right in his mouth. Said,
Pow, right in the kitchen.
got a nice smooth one off. Smart snaggers away from the Malibu apparently hurt. Frank start throwing punches at Delgado. Hey, you. If he shot that motherfucker in the mouth, that's crazy. And that motherfucker really back there hiding himself throwing punches. Shoot that motherfucker too. Drunk and belligerent. You got one cop, the one who went all the way over there. You know he fucking up the other guy. Cause yo, where you go? Where you go? And then you got this one in there beating his ass. You got the one right there. He just got punched in his mouth talking about, I got shot. I got shot. Nah, motherfucker, you got a nice punch to your mouth, goofy. Like, bro, he's still holding his mouth. It looked like he got smoke coming out of his mouth like he had a cigarette. Probably punched that cigarette down his throat. Hey, he did the best thing. Start to pull off. He should have been did that shit. Frank opens the driver's side door and turns to pry Delgado out the car. Delgado accelerates out of the lot, and the third man is still in the car. Oh, so the third officer is already in the car still. Run him over into the car. Take his ass for a run. The third man then rolls out in the Malibu before it turns on the Grand Avenue at approximately 12:49. That motherfucker's still in shock, like, yo, I got punched in my mouth. I got punched in my mouth. People filter in and out the grandstand for several minutes. Multiple people check on Deputy Smart. Man, fuck Deputy Smart. At approximately 12:53, Delgado drives back to the parking lot, accelerating back into the parking lot. According to Delgado's attorney, he returned to pick up his passenger. People appear panicked and rush back into the bar. Smart attempts to run after the vehicle. Hold on. Hold on. I can't read that fast. I can't read that fast. An unidentified person tries to hold him back. Uh, I need to read it. The Malibu turns back on the Grand Avenue. At least five police cruisers follow Delgado. Officers not involved in the incident arrived at Grandstand minutes later and began their investigation. How the police gonna pick a fight with people and then call the police? Pussy. They don't even know where they going. They just driving back and forth. The unedited version of the video can be found.
Immediately following the incident, the Billings, Montana police chief offered this narrative to the media. An off duty Yellowstone County deputy was injured in a shooting at the Grandstand Casino in Billings early Saturday morning.
And I bet you that shit is a illegal casino.
During a press conference Saturday, Billings police chief said a group of off-duty officers were socializing at the casino. Around 12:45, an officer with the Billings Police Department and a Yellowstone County deputy, along with a civilian, left the casino and were talking in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Shortly after, a maroon Chevy Malibu with two people inside entered the parking lot, stopping near the group and exchanging words before the driver brandished a handgun. Chief St. John says the officers and deputy reached into the car to try to get the weapon, while the civilian went to the passenger side of the car and got the second person out before trying to control the gun from the other side. During the struggle, it was reported the driver fired one shot and the deputy was hit in the face with what is currently believed to be a bullet fragment. The deputy reeled back and
Uh, they know. They said unknown voice. I'm gonna pull a gun too. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Unknown voice my ass. Y'all know
believing
who
he was
voice that
shot. The
was.
officer and civilian continued to struggle with
He really thought he was shot. That man got punched in his mouth.
the driver for the gun. A few seconds later, the driver accelerated the car, dragging the officer on the driver's side and the civilian, who was partially in the passenger side. Both were able to free themselves before the vehicle left the parking lot. After seeing the incident, one officer dialed 911 parking lot. Chief St. John reported officers thought they would be fired at and retreated back into the casino. As the suspect left the parking lot onto Grand Avenue, responding on duty officers arrived. Officers tried to stop the suspect, however, he fled west on Grand Avenue and drove at speeds of 60 miles per hour. The suspect eventually lost control of the vehicle at the 1200 block of.
Yo, my God thought he was about to die. My God thought that it was probably gonna be over for him. He said, "Yo, the police chasing me. I just shot this guy in the face. I just punched this guy in the mouth."
Of Grand Avenue slid sideways, rolled, and struck a light pole in front of Albertsons. The driver suffered serious injuries and was taken to the hospital for care. The handgun was also recovered from the wreckage near the suspect. After about 5 to 6 months, the sheriff
So was it a legal or illegal gun that came
concluded
from it?
that his deputy had violated the agency's policy on ethics and conduct. Deputy Smart received a letter of reprimand telling him that what he did was naughty, but faced
So you telling me they're gonna say
no further
you're naughty, you're a naughty cop, you're a naughty cop, but we're gonna let you go.
consequences. Officer Matt Frank was suspended for 2 weeks for his involvement.
Man, they should have got rid of them boys. They should have got rid of them boys.
Neither Deputy Smart or Officer Frank faced any criminal charges for their blatant criminal behavior on that evening. Both still hold positions at their department, and Officer Matt Frank was
They still getting that money. They getting some nice paychecks. But they getting more money now after this incident than they was before that incident.
recently featured on a podcast on the City of Billings YouTube channel. A link to that is below. Contact information is listed below if you would like to say anything to the district attorney about their refusal to prosecute criminals. Not that that will actually change what's going on. You're not living in a system of law and order. You're just being ruled by a bunch of thugs. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let me show you another 1,000 videos over the next 5 years of government getting away with breaking the laws that they created, while you and I get arrested when we haven't broken
No, it's been like that for years. It's been like that for years. The government always get away with shit that regular citizens can't get away
Any
with.
laws at all for simply exposing the fact that these guys break the law.
Okay, so now the cops being called on you for filming here. What are you doing here?
Waiting for an Uber.
Waiting for an Uber.
Yeah, I figured this would be the safest place.
Okay,
And
I need an ID.
I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
I need an ID.
What crime have I committed?
Mm. I know they get like descriptions of people. Oh shit. But you know, pulling up on people is a little crazy. And the way he came up was a little
You're
crazy.
subject of a call from this detention facility, so I need an ID.
I just told you I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
I'm telling you, if you don't give me an ID, I'm going to take you to jail for obstructing a peace officer. So,
But what crime have I committed?
You know, I ain't gonna lie. When they don't got nothing on you for real, that's their favorite line to go to. I'm gonna arrest you for obstructing a peace officer. Motherfucker, you're not even causing no peace. You're not even trying to make peace of the situation. Like, yo, if you're trying to make peace, you could have been like, all right, cool. I'll wait across the street until your Uber comes and make sure that you don't do nothing. Cool. How long does it say it's supposed to come in? Cool.
by not getting your ID, you're committing the crime of obstructing a peace.
But I'm asking for my Fourth Amendment protection.
Fourth
Searches and
Amendment, the right
seizures
search and seizure
of my persons and property.
Correct. And if you commit a crime, then I have the right to I have the right to seize you.
Yeah, so what crime have I committed?
Obstructing a peace officer. Right now, you're committing that.
No, there has to be an underlying thing that you're
I'm
investigating.
investigating you. They called me.
Okay, but what crime am I committing?
Obstructing a peace officer. So are you gonna give me your ID? Or
So had they not called you, how would I be obstructing a peace officer? Okay, so I haven't committed a crime.
You are committing a crime right now.
I will take this right to jail.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to tell you real quick.
I'm waiting for an Uber. Like I said, I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
Right now, you're being detained. You're not free to go.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do you have that I'm committing a crime?
Right now, you're committing a crime of obstructing a peace officer. I already told you that. So here's.
But you don't have.
That's gonna be their favorite line. 2 more cops gonna show up. I guarantee you, 2 more cops are gonna show up. For what? Nothing.
Right to come up and just identify me.
Yes, I do. When you're the subject of a call, I do. Were you out on the North 28th? Oh, yeah.
There was one.
I'm waiting for my.
I said 2 more. I was talking about cop cars, but there's one more cop.
Uber.
It looked like it's another one in the back.
I'm waiting.
Nigga said he's been acting like this all night. Bro, it's been less than 2 minutes.
For my Uber, and I would like to do it in a safe spot.
This is your last chance. Give me your name.
I'm going to go to jail, man, because this is my first. Can I take my backpack off?